I have no way of proving what I'm going to say next, but I'm going to try really hard.
The secret to happiness is finding something you love and then doing that for the rest of your life.
Welcome back to VEDA, video every day in April with me, CK. This is a self-inflicted challenge where I've committed to producing a video every single day of April and release it on the same day I write, produce, film, edit, upload it. It's something I've never done before, but I thought I'll give it a go. Thank you for joining me for the last 6 days. How can I put this? Okay, you know Big Brother. Now, I don't watch Big Brother. The first 2 series I watched, then I just bailed out. Got too repetitive, too boring, too shit. However, I still have friends, family, relatives, housemates that watch it, so it's hard to escape it. So, for example, I'll come home, Big Brother will be on, and I'll see someone behaving like this.
Baby, I'm so proud of you, and I just can't wait to cuddle you and just get you home.
You're proud of me, dog, yeah?
Oh, baby, I'm so proud. I love you so much, darling. I love you so much.
I love you too. I love you all so much. Please tell the kids, please tell all the children I love them so much.
I will, baby. We love you so much. We're so proud, baby. You keep in there, darling. You keep in there. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I love you, my darling.
I love you so much, Steph. I love you with all my heart and soul.
I know, baby.
And I'll be thinking to myself, that dude, shit, he must have been in for a long-ass time. And I'll say to someone, how many weeks has he been in? 5 or 6 hours? Historically, I've always used to think, when people whinge about being in Big Brother and they've only been in for like days, I'm like, who is this knob? However, if I'm going to do this challenge, I need to be honest with you. And yesterday, after uploading episode 5, I was honestly thinking, what the fuck have you done? I'm not saying that for effect. I genuinely was thinking, like, what are you doing? Like, how do you think you can do this for the next 30 days in between work and everything else? And I immediately thought to myself, wow, like 5 days in and you're being like a little sissy. And the only thing that dragged me out of that was just the generous comments that have been coming on social media like this, then subscribers. It's just been an absolute joy, and you can't underestimate the value of the feedback and the interaction throughout this challenge, because just to give you an outline about VEDA and our video every day in April works, the majority of people that participate in VEDA will stockpile a bulk of videos, so they'll like record 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus videos in a day, then they'll release them throughout the course of the month. And that isn't cheating, by the way. No one said you can't do that, but I was very committed to not doing that because I wanted every single episode to be responsive. And when I say responsive, to reference everything that came before it. The enormity of the task really hit home yesterday after episode 5, and I wasn't sure about episode 5 as well. I thought this I don't know, this episode's any good. Then alright, that's alright, I'll put it out, and then you guys were just as generous as ever. So I'm basically making 2 points here. 1, never underestimate the value of your contribution, feedback and comments, and secondly, buy Ally McBeal DVDs. Now, the thing I said I wanted to prove... Okay, let me put this down. Before I press record on today's episode, this was, hand on heart, this was exactly what I was doing before I pressed record 5 minutes ago. What am I going to talk about today? I ain't got shit. That's a bit lame. I can tell people that the Aces, my favourite new band, have released their debut album today. You're burning me up. Tell me you feel it now. I don't think anybody's going to give a shit about that. I've got nothing. I was like that for at least 15 minutes. Then I received this tweet. Note the timestamp on that tweet. So this is Bree, who lives in Colorado. Bree is a designer, and she's participating in VEDA as well. And seemingly someone asked whose videos are you enjoying in VEDA, and Bree tagged me in. I'm enjoying CK Golding videos, not sure if it's the accent or what. Somehow he draws me in, lol. What is it about people and their video quirks that makes us stay? And that was like, as a creator, that was like fire up my arse. So that was sent 1:17, 17 minutes past 1. By the way, this is Bree's stuff, like, if you can see that. This is Bree's design. I want ribs and whiskey, not your opinion. But that tweet she sent was at 1:17, and let me see if I can just show you what time it is now. UK time, 13:32. So this entire video has been inspired by one person's generous comment, and this actually got me thinking about something I've wanted to say for so many months, and this is a perfect time. Like, if you're a creator and you enjoy the content of other creators, I honestly believe you have an obligation to let that creator know you appreciate their work. I've always thought this, and I live by it. I've always lived by it, because let's be honest, us creators, we're pussies, right? Let's be honest, all we want is a hug. In fact, we want a hug all day, and just to tell us our work is good. So if you're a creator and you've been enjoying someone's work online, whatever it is that person does, and you're just watching it at a distance, you're not telling them you're enjoying it, in my opinion, you're a dick. Honestly, I just, because you know that creators are inherently fragile beings. And if you're not, I don't know, just massaging their fragility with just the occasional great, whatever, great product, great song, great whatever, I'm not convinced, because you know you appreciate that, so it's your obligation to do it. I do it all the time, and to prove it, my 3 favourite creators during this VEDA challenge are thus. Bree is cool, because she makes cool totes like that. I enjoy you, Bree. Ben is another person participating in VEDA. He's a content marketer. He creates digital media, and he released a video, I think it was 2 days ago, where he did a cover by Chris Stapleton, and it made me happy. Here's a little bit of Ben.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy, honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
And Alex, now Alex has a beautiful story, because Alex is active on Twitter, and Alex often mentions the fact that he suffers from acute anxiety. So Alex found my videos, he watched a few of them, and he said, CK, you seem so natural and relaxed on video. I wish I could get to that place, because I just suffer from anxiety. So I thought, okay, I will go and watch one of your videos. I was expecting it to be a bag of shit and just really nervous wreck, bearing in mind that I sometimes coach people to be more fluid presenters. So I was expecting to see a horror show. And I was like, what's this guy's problem? Like, he's like really fluid, no which is like the biggest mistake people make when I'm helping them. And I just thought, I don't understand. He kind of made me think I was going to see shit. But it was like great. It was like the level that I like to get people to. And I just really enjoy his story. And Alex, despite his anxiety, he's loving the process of stepping outside his anxiety, committing to a video every single day, communicating. And Alex is a self-confessed introvert. So to be on YouTube is a huge, huge leap for him. So I was thinking, this guy's got my full-on respect.
In terms of the vlog style, develop my confidence and become better at talking to people through a camera. Like, be better at communicating to people through a camera in order to gain more perspective, confidence, and, you know, a subscriber base. I do need to think of that camera as a person. Those are my biggest YouTube goals.
These are all 3 people that I found through this challenge I've subscribed to, and I wish them all the very best. I've enjoyed hanging out with them, and I've just been sharing their stuff and just showing the love. And fundamentally, as creators, I think we have an obligation to just reach out to other creators and tell them that their shit is good. Don't put it like that though, your shit is good. So today I want to conclude with an interview that I was asked to do, I think it was 3 days ago. It's a new online channel, and they were interested in my VEDA challenge. Their series is called 60 Seconds With, so they filmed like 7, 8, 9 or 10 with me, where I discuss various different elements of my work, my creative exploits, whether it's myself, whether it's for clients. And in this first episode, we made it quite simple. We started off by discussing my objectives or inspiration behind this VEDA challenge. I'll see you tomorrow. I've been aware of VEDA for a couple of years now, but I could never be interested in the concept. I thought, well, no. But I quite like the uncertainty of it and forcing myself to create ideas. I think creativity, like anything else, is a muscle. I was thinking of reaching out to Jodie Marsh yesterday. I thought, which once upon a time big names that will still have a reasonable audience could I drag out? Because I'll probably think, well, you know, I'm not on Graham Norton. I might as well talk to CK. And I thought I'll also reach out to Jodie Marsh. I always thought she was quite cool when she first broke, but then she's just turned weird. Sorry, if you watched yesterday's episode, you'll remember that I received a YouTube comment from someone called AJ, who politely asked me to put his name on the board.
What about the fucking chalkboard? I think you lied about putting the help names on the fucking chalkboard.
Just going to do that now.